Hello, welcome to a special Sunday night test stream. This is just a test. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I've been working on this for like about an hour or so today. It seems like it's working, so please let me know. Based on um, based on the feedback, I'm seeing that it's kind of working, but maybe there's some flashes or flickering. That you like the music. Um, Haley is here. Now there's no flickering. I am seeing on it says the current bit rate is lower than recommended. Um, but I don't know. I mean, it's at 1.5 megs, so it probably is lower than it should be. Um, but it's FFmpeg, and I'm just playing around with it. I'm just happy the thing actually works. So I noticed that Jeremy was not live and will be live here shortly. So I thought I had time to cram in a little test stream to prove my theory. Uh, Looks like Grish and Joe are on the same wavelength. That's scary. You say great minds think alike. I think that is kind of scary. The broadcast engineer is here. Welcome in. I'm actually with FFmpeg right now to decide one of our HL the code. I'm guessing one of our HLS streams. um, Good to see you, Marcus. I almost wore your shirt tonight. Your shirt tonight, that is. But I wore a different one. But I actually looked at yours and thought I should wear that one. Uh, that is true. Almost every stream that I do is a test, and that's one of the things that I'm working towards reducing or eliminating. I feel like I do too many things live and just kind of let's see what happens. And while you guys like that, I don't know that that's going to help me grow my channel very well. Like, I need to have a little bit more refined videos, a little bit more less crash and burn, more successes, I guess, is what I'm thinking. Um, we'll see. It just got choppy. Okay. Um, like I said, this is a test stream, so let me just kind of maybe step through what I'm doing right now. Basically, oops, in a virtual machine, I am passing through a black magic card and having FFmpeg do the encoding. So here is, oops, yep, input buffer overrun. It's definitely what you guys are seeing. Okay. Like I said, this is a test. This is definitely why I was just playing around with this. Um, I'm guessing it cleared up now because that buffer overrun went away. YouTube is complaining like crazy. Not surprised. Um, Audio, yeah, desynced. Probably that's probably to be expected. As soon as it started to hiccup, the audio desynced. Okay. Oh yeah, that's probably a good point, Grish. I don't think I gave this thing like any resources. That's probably yeah, that probably is part of the problem. Um, Gosh, what did I even give this machine? Yeah, I mean it's maxing out of memory almost. CPU is not doing a whole lot, but then again, I'm not in camera right now, so if I put myself on camera and I call that back up, I'm curious if it shoots up now. Of course, we can't see that because I can't show that screen and me at the same time. Um, but yeah, maybe if I move around a little bit, um, it definitely says not enough. YouTube is definitely complaining of not enough bit rate. So, interesting. Okay. So probably could use some more RAM, and it probably could use more CPU. I can see it over here in my multi-viewer. That's why I keep looking over here to see if maybe it shot up again. It did. So you can see when I'm on camera, it shoots up and hits a limit or hits close to the limit. So that is definitely something to think about. I also probably need to just define a bit rate. I did not actually define a bit rate in FFmpeg. Um, every time it glitches, the audio syncs. Yeah. Yeah, the thumbnail was definitely testing. This is definitely a test. um, because, and I'll just stay off camera because at this point, the lip sync's bad, so really no reason to go on. Uh, like I said, Bob, Jeremy's decided to put off his stream until 10 o'clock, and I've been playing with this FFmpeg thing for a while today, and my thought process is that I could get away from using the U-Ray encoder that you guys all hate, and so this is my thought process. Well, let's just see if I can actually make it do encoding. I obviously need to give it a bunch more parameters, or at least give it a lot more resources so that it'll work. I will say, and this is not obviously the one thing I also was playing around with this weekend was for possible stream on Tuesday was FF Playout, which is a pretty cool product that I actually got to work. It is, I guess I could turn this machine on. It is a cool semi automated playlist tool designed to stream. It is one of the projects that I started on a while back. It's one of those things where I'm glad I could give you some inspiration there. That's glad I could help. If you, there's several of you here, most of you except for Marcus. The broadcast engineer, Marcus, he is great. He does a lot of cool videos. He does a lot of tours of radio stations, like transmitter sites and whatnot. He is a great person on YouTube. So if you haven't followed him, I recommend that you do, because if you like my channel, you'll probably like his channel. No comments are allowed. Comments are allowed. So yeah, so go follow the broadcast engineer on YouTube. Let's go back to this. So if you haven't, I think we talked about F Playout before. This is what FF Playout looks like. This is the latest version. Oops. And it will not play movies, what I was trying to do here. But it will play, like I download this ad, and it will play this ad, and it's now streaming this ad out to a website. In fact, I can call up VLC, play network stream. And here you can see, oops. Here's the output of that device. It's playing. Here's the logo for FF Playout, and so it's playing. It's playing out of stream right now, and so does work. But unfortunately, the developer of it has decided that he's done. He or she is done, and therefore released this beta version of the next version, and basically said, "Here you go. You're welcome to fork it if you want and whatnot." So this is basically what I was looking for in terms of a program, because I wanted ability to like grab files and, you know, basically make a playlist, and have it stream or output to something. So I am really, really thinking about oh, and this is, I know why it's playing bars now. Whoop. If I do autofill and then go back here, nope. It, in theory, should jump to now. Yeah, this program is not exactly what I want, um, because it doesn't work the way I would hope it would work. But it does what the kind of the basis of what I was looking for. So I think I really wish I knew Rust and that I could fork this and continue working on it, because this premise down here of basically putting clips in a row and playing them and being able to adjust the in and out time is like automation. And um, what this really needs, at least to be the program I want it to be, is a clock start. This needs to have the ability to go in here and define a start time. And then uh, obviously some of the other tools would, I wish it'd work better, but you know, so yeah, I just wanted to throw this out there that this was a thing that really wish I knew how to make Rust work, because like one of the things, this right now can't be loaded. Never seen this work, but at least it's now working consistently, and it is outputting the stream, which it didn't before when I tried it. So I guess some steps forward, and then the developer said he's done. So yeah, if you want to, can I do it? I guess I could try, because this is the state. You know, this is what we do on the channel. We try things. Oh, I know. Um, yes, Bob. Oops. Thanks for sharing the link. And I know why now, because this stream was originally going to be private, or sorry, unlisted with no comments, and then I converted it to be public. So that's probably why. So it doesn't appear choppy anymore because I'm not giving it a whole lot of, nothing's changing. So because as we go back to here to the stats page, I'm barely pushing anything right now because I'm not moving around. So I bet if I come on camera, it'll be chaos again. This is Debian. I think it's Debian 11. Yeah, I think it's still Debian 11. So I didn't, like I said, this is just a test stream. Just wanted to come on here and see what it's working like. I am tempted to shut down, restart this VM with more CPU and see if the problem goes away. So, in fact, let's just try it live, because that's what we like to do on this channel, even though I want to get away from that. So I'm going to shut this machine down. You're going to lose the stream. I'm going to change the parameters and get it up as fast as possible, and then we'll see what happens. So, see you in a little bit. And we should be back. Are we back? I think we're back. So now we're looking at a machine. So now we're looking at a machine that has 8 CPUs and 8 gigs of RAM. And let me call up my stats page to see if if I'm currently hitting the limit on stuff. And ooh, it ate up almost all the RAM. So I'm curious, is this better? Is this the same? How's the lip sync? No, I'm sure it's not. um, I'm sure it would love to have a graphics card in this thing. But vMix can do encoding without a graphics card or a very good graphics card, but obviously that would be better for the encoding. Um, Come to think about it, I don't know that many encoders, decoders have. I don't think LTN boxes have a video card in them, and they do encoding and decoding. Um, the Elementals, I don't think have a video card in them. Harmonics don't. So I think most of them are CPU encoding schemes, but they're probably uh, way better algorithms than what FFmpeg gives you. Sync looks good. Try a clap. RAM is subjecting. You have to look at RAM usage within the OSU, or sorry, OSU, OS itself. Um, well, yeah, that's true. A lot of processors do. This is a, oh God, what is? I don't even know what this thing is. Let's go check it. It's a Xeon. Um, Sorry, that was me plugging my cable back in. Um, so yeah, here you can see that I'm definitely not being CPU, definitely not maxing out the CPU anymore. This is the RAM when I first started, when I first hit start, um, or this in this area, I should say, RAM usage. Um, but what are the computer? What are the processors itself? Well, this is my obviously this is my server cluster. The host is oops. The host is there. You go. I mean, they technically have a GPU, not one that you'd want to use. And if I know Bob Carpenter, he's already typed that CPU model into some website and is calling up the specs and the year released and probably how many of them were sold. um, yeah, see, he already knows. He already typed it in, and Bob just got rid of those boxes. Not surprised. Yeah. So, but anyway, so is this definitely better? Like, is this holding up? I guess I should go back to the other page and see. It still says, well, that was on the graphics. It said the bit rate's low, but now that I'm curious to see what happens, that I'm on camera now. I obviously need to define like a bit rate. I didn't do that. I wasn't really thinking. Um, since you asked, I knew he would do it. I'm surprised you didn't have to call up before I asked for it. The quality is pretty nice for 600K. Well, I mean, does it say on here what my actual current quality is? Right now, it's not complaining. I mean, YouTube is not complaining. Um, Bob, Bob's comment, you know, the CPU was released 9 years ago. Everything in my house, basically tech-wise, was from 9 years ago. It was a great year. Oh yeah, that's well. The console was also showing that when I was not on camera. Let me go back to my stats page to see what it shows now. Hold on, let me go back. This is showing a bit rate of just over a meg. Like, pretty consistently, 1058 is what it's hovering at right now. Oh, 1063. I guess if I move around more, it does a little. Yeah, it goes up a little bit more. If I do this, now we're up to we're almost to 2000, and then, or sorry, 1200. Almost up to 1200, and then it jumps back down. So yeah, I mean it's probably should define a bit rate. Actually, can I do that? I should probably just do that. My computer had to resync the screen, that is. How do you define a bit rate in? What's the? Whatever are you talking about? Yeah, I need to define a constant bit rate. I just don't remember how you do that, or what the code, if you will, is. FFMPEG constant bit rate. Video or bit rate. Oh, min rate equals 1200K. So, okay. So if I go over here, oopsie. I'm not showing you this because my stream key is in this file, so obviously I can't really show that right now, so you're going to have to just kind of stare at me. All right, so because we like to have fun, I'm going to stop this and then restart it. So I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, that does not appear to have worked because that bit rate's lower. So what didn't work? That should be a lot higher bit rate. What's TAC B? Bit rate? Give it 6K. Well, obviously that didn't work, so whatever I typed in was not right. You're right. YouTube does not necessarily like variable bit rate. They like constant. Most things do. Yeah, I should probably not trust that page I found it on, because that's kind of old. This says do a mux rate, but that's for MPEG. I don't think mux rate is what you really want. Oh, it's BV. So I think Tora was getting there. Um, you have to define all three. Okay. Well, let me just see something real quick. Then we probably have to stop because Jeremy should be starting. So I'm gonna. That's BV4. That's BV at 4,000. Limiting the output rate. All right, let me try. I copied and pasted something from his website. Let me erase this and put this in instead. And one more time. So this has video rate at 2200, max rate 2200, min rate. It's probably the wrong. I probably should have factored in some other values there, but this one also says define a constant bit rate CRF, constant rate factor. So let's try a constant rate factor of 10. Because it says, according to this website, 0 is lossless. But then again, that's for file-based. I'm not sure. So let's try this now. That's interesting. So now when I'm on camera, what does that go up to? I'm on camera now, moving around, and it got higher. It's up to 1,300, 1,400. We're climbing. We're going up. Now we're up to 1,600. So yeah, that definitely helped. We're climbing to 1,700 now. Do we get 1,800? Do we get 1,800? Let's go for 1,800. Come on, come on, come on. And we're at 1,800 and we're still climbing. This thing does not respond quickly. I would have thought the bit rate would have like jumped pretty fast, but it did not. Now we're at 1,900. Yes, sorry. Jeremy's doing a members only stream in 4 minutes. So compression algorithms have come a long way. I remember when we first got our software-based encoders at work, and we would do like 4 or 5 channels, and the quality would look like kind of crappy. And through the various years of firmware updates, we've added channels. So we now have 8 channels, and the quality on all of them look better than the first time we ever saw it. Like with 4 channels, we saw like, you know, this kind of thing. And with 8 channels, we saw better picture quality than we saw with the 4 channels. So yeah, it's their compression algorithms or whatever they're doing, because Harmonic, who makes our encoder, still is defining, like redefining MPEG-2. Like they're still tweaking MPEG-2 algorithms to get a better picture. And that's been around for a long time. So when you hash on something for 20 years, give or take, actually longer than that, 30 years, you're going to eventually figure out the little tweaks to get even better. So, Real Player, oh, wow. The college station I worked at, we had it when we started streaming. This was like 2002, 2003, was Real Player. That's all they could do back then was Real Player. And they had dedicated boxes for each channel that they streamed. And there was like 12 or 15 of them in one rack. And I think they said that was like a $45,000 or $50,000 just to get those encoders. So anyway, let me give you a final update. The bitrate has landed at around 2,000, so 2 megs. And I had defined in the thing a video bitrate of 3,000 with a min rate of 2,000 and max rate of 2,000. So target's 3,000, but that can fluctuate up or down. I did a CRF of 10. I don't know if it's actually using that or not, but anyway, I should probably go let Jeremy start his stream. You could probably stream from a Raspberry Pi. I mean, yeah, it's probably would actually work. Do they have it in? I don't know. They have. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure how you get the video into them. Because you'd have to convert it, like you use a USB interface. Because there's no input by default. But anyway, I should probably finish this test and go let Jeremy start his stream. So thank you all for jumping on here. I'm surprised that I got as many of you as I did. And so jump over to Jeremy's stream if you're a member. If you're not, go sign up. Like Joe said, it's like $4. And you all have a good night. Thanks for joining.